leadership, she has to adopt masculine qualities.
Now, this is a funny one because I saw this and my sister, she loves music.
What's your favorite song?
Currently, I mean, I listen to a lot of Drake's albums.
Oh, Drake.
You like Drake?
No comment.
Drake or Tupac?
Well, Tupac's a real gangster. I mean, come on. Like, Drake is from Canada or something. Who? Snow. What happens in Canada? Nothing.
All right.
Injections, vaccines, and fucking it's bullshit. Canada.
Now, you made music videos in the past?
I messed around.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I
And by the way,
saw
this is the
that.
only part which I'd say that's the one mistake you made, I think.
Well, I'm not talented, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Like, you wanted to do the music video?
No, I've already described this. I've just discussed this before. I was proving a point to a friend of mine who said he was working on an album for a very long time. And I was explaining that the number one key to making money is speed. We teach this inside of the real world and inside of the war room. If you want to get rich, you have to act quickly. You have to do things fast. Speed is rule one. Not enough people understand the importance of speed, because every hour you spend not making money is an hour you're not going to get back. The sooner you turn on the tap to the money, the more money you're going to make. You have to be very, very quick. And he was talking about he's going to release an album, and every time I saw him, he kept saying, I'm working on my album, and it took him months and months.
That's exactly my sister.
There you go. Months and months. So I made these songs, and I didn't make them to try and become a musical star. I made them to prove a point that you can make a song in a day. I made a song, wrote it, made the song, and filmed the video in a day to prove that, bang, if you're serious, you can do it. So people say, I'm working on my album for months. Thank you.
That's exactly.
And it doesn't take months to make an album. You're just wasting a whole bunch of time. You could do it in a week. Get to work. Get to work, young lady. Get it. Come on, I'll buy it. I'm waiting for you. Let's write some lyrics right now. I'll help you. Ready? What should we sing about?
Yeah, if you say anything right now, I just feature it in a song. Lana Rose featuring Andrew Tate.
Come on, let's make a song right now.
Give some lyrics right
Give
now.
me a lyric.
Bro, stop.
I know this could be a great feature. We have the mics and everything.
I used to write poems on my Instagram until
What
they
is it?
deleted.
I've been moving different for you.
Been moving different
Make
for
me
you? Good.
regret it.
Okay.
You're the exception.
I hear that a lot.
I've been breaking all the rules.
I hear
Okay,
that a lot.
I think, can we say that? Can I get you on a feature song right now? I've been moving different for you.
Perhaps my feature price has gone up along with the TikTok views. So
Yeah.
we'll have to work it out.
Now, do you watch YouTubers, by the way?
Never.
All right, well, we're just going to throw this one out the way.
Yeah, I mean, you can say some names. I might know them, but I do not.
Do you know
watch.
Mr. Beast?
I know who he is. Yeah, I know what he does. Yeah.
Logan Paul, Jake Paul.
Yep. I know who they are. I know who KSI is. But I never watched these people ever. I never watched their videos ever.
PewDiePie.
Never.
Have you heard of PewDiePie?
I heard of him. Yep. Never watched his stuff.
If you had to rank them.
I never watched their things. I don't know. We'll put Logan at the bottom because he's on steroids. He's on a bunch of steroids. So we'll put
By the
him
way,
at the bottom.
do you think Logan's on steroids?
Think? Let me fucking think. I'm a professional. I do not think I know.
Yeah.
I don't sit and think. I don't make accusations like this out to the world by, oops, oh, I think. No, I know. And I know very well. I can tell you exactly the drugs he's fucking on, along with everything else recreational, because the guy's constantly out of his fucking head. I know everything about Logan Paul. Everything.
It's been a while since I've seen you do podcasts.
Yeah.
And obviously everyone wants the exclusive.
Yeah.
What's an untold story?
I have so many untold stories.
Give us 3. I mean, if you have so many, just give us...
Each of my stories is like 45 minutes long.
All right, an untold story with a little secret, something that I can, what's your untold story right now?
A lot of people think my life is so interesting, and they think the things I say are so controversial and interesting, and they're 5% of what's in my head.
Yeah.
I could say so much more controversial things. I could say things far more abrasively, and I have stories which are far more interesting than the ones anyone's ever heard.
Yeah.
And I only tell a very small percent because I have to protect myself and the people I care about.
Just one. Right now, just give us one untold story.
I can't, bro. It's there's too many questions involved around all of it. I can't.
Like maybe about like a funny date.
Oh, okay. I heard this from a TikTok video. I don't think you're going to answer it. Does Andrew Tate have children?
I perhaps could have some.
Do they look like you?
Well, if they were mine, they would probably look like me.
Damn.
If I had.
But like, how would they know? Because genuinely, I heard and I was like, they seemed like they had a lot of information.
Yeah, you never deny.
Yeah, it's starting to spread, the idea. There were people for a long time who said, and the way Andrew talks about women hate him and he's going to be lonely forever. You know what's actually funny about this whole misogynistic crap that came out about me?
Yeah.
Do you know that I get thousands of emails a day from women who adore me?
Yeah.
The amount of women who say, you're a real man, you stick up for family values, you're a traditionalist, you sound like the exact kind of guy my dad wants you to be with, you sound like my dad and my brother. I get thousands of women who completely adore me for the things I say. So I don't have any problem with loneliness, and Obviously, I talk a lot about legacy and how important it is to have children. So whether I have children or not, it's something that I'm going to want one day. The only reason I don't be very clear on this is because there's a bunch of feral psychopaths on the internet who dislike me. So I could have 0 children, I could have 10 children, and I'm not going to put their faces anywhere.
If you were to have a superpower, what superpower would you pick?
I would have the ability to speak and everybody absorb my knowledge and words and understand that I'm ultra intelligent.
All right, fine.
No.
A basic superpower.
We're talking about...
I already have the superpower. Here we are. I'm the most Googled man on the planet.
You should have been more specific.
Okay, no, as in like I want to fly, I want to
invisible,
read someone's brain.
Throw fire, I want to...
You can't just say something you have already and just say this
fish.
is...
That's true. I have a lot of superpowers already, so I'll have to find one that I don't have.
Okay, choose between flying or being invisible.
No, let him be. You might want to just read someone's brain.
No, these two. I want to know.
Well, I'd like the idea of being invincible, living forever and being invincible. That would be cool. Invincible would be cool. But being invisible, I guess, could be useful also. But all in all, I don't think it'd be that useful for Let's talk about this with like professionals. Now we're going to go into depth. They're going to regret this question. Being invisible wouldn't be that interesting for finding out the things you actually really want to find out outside of bullshit chit chat and girl drama, because most sensitive conversations are happening inside of facilities that you couldn't penetrate even if you were invisible. So you wouldn't be able to like spy on the government or nothing because you can't get into the buildings. So who would you be able to listen to? Your girlfriend or your friends or some crap? But I don't think that would be useful because I can already read girls' minds. I can look at women and instantly read her mind. Women's minds are very readable. Did you know this?
No,
They're
I
super
struggle
readable.
with that.
Men say, oh, women are confusing and complicated. No, they're not. Women are simple as they can be. They show you exactly how they feel instantly. It's easy to read a woman, easy to see if she's mad, easy to see if she's sad. All you have to do is work out why. Usually it's some dumb bullshit reason. You can look at a woman in her eyes and read her mind. So I can already read women's brains. So I don't think being invisible would be that useful. Flying, I can already fly anytime I want to private jet. I want superpower. I want to be able to do something else. I want to be able to, I don't know. I have to think about it. I'm not sure. This is difficult. I have to think.
What's one lesson you've learned the hard way?
I've learned all of my lessons the hard way. Life only teaches you lessons the hard way. There's no other way to truly learn a lesson. The things you'll notice about people is that when life is trying to give them a lesson the easy way, they'll ignore it. Oops. Oh, like you'll see it all the time. People they'll have close call. They won't pay attention until something really bad happens, and then they'll be like, oh no, I'll do anything to take this back. That's how people learn. No one learns the easy way. It takes a very smart person to learn the easy way. Everybody only learns the hard way ever.
Question. Has your heart ever been broken?
Completely. Everybody's heart's been broken. Every single man, every single woman has been through a period where they wanted someone back who didn't want them. Difference between me and everyone else is I never let my pride or my dignity go out the window for it. That's the big problem with a lot of this heartbreak stuff. It's not that you're feeling heartbroken is bad. That's natural part of the human experience. You just can't sacrifice your dignity for it.
Yeah. We did a podcast before. It wasn't my podcast, it was Tam. And I think we were kind of having a little debate about this stuff, right?
Yeah.
Back then we were talking, would Andrew Tate ever settle with one woman and purely one woman and just never like mess around with other women?
No, I will never do that.
Oh, you wouldn't settle with purely one?
Well, you'll have one that you super care about. You'll have one which is the queen. You'll have one which has your family. You'll have one which is going to be above all others. You'll have one that you adore.
Yeah.
But it could be the same with cars. I could have one I truly love and I could just pick up another one for a spin.
What's your opinion on, I'd like to know my sister's opinion on this topic, because this is obviously something that I guess she just wants to stay quiet about right now. What do you think? Andrew Tate says men can have more than one woman and this is a norm and this is how it should be.
I think it's obviously something that should be first discussed like with the girl initially. Like, I mean, I personally...
Hi, Andrew, I'm the girl. I don't want you to have more than one girl.
So no, but that's the thing. If they don't,
No, be honest, because my sister has very strong opinions about this off camera. But then when I told her, I was like, Andrew's gonna come here and you're just not gonna say it.
So my main thing, and like when I look for someone, is loyalty and trust. Like I can't, like, if there's no loyalty and trust, and like, look, that's the thing. I would obviously ask these questions, like in the beginning, so to clear it up. And I think that's what it is.
No, it wouldn't work that way because no man's going to sit there and say, yeah, I'm going to cheat on you. So you can't have discussions about it. And I understand that you look for loyalty, and I agree you should have a man who's loyal to you, but men show loyalty in different ways to women. Women show loyalty through sexual exclusivity. Men don't show loyalty that way. Men show loyalty in a bunch of other ways. One of them is financial. The other is taking care of the woman. The fact that I would have a woman that I pay her bills, take care of her, give her a sheltered life, spoil her, look after her, try and make her smile, give her all these things, put her on private jets, take her around the world and make sure that she's happy in nearly all realms with no concerns. That's loyalty. Just because I spend a night with one random chick every once in a while does not mean I'm not loyal to her. Whereas a woman is the completely opposite way. Men, for the longest period of human history, have not been sexually exclusive. And now we're living in a world where we pretend it's normal for men to be sexually exclusive. They never have been. And we're also in a part of the world now where most men have more than one wife. So it's kind of interesting to see.
Do you think that's okay, Lana?
I mean, I don't think like all guys are like that.
Of course, because you can get a Nissan. Isn't it great how life goes full circle?
Yeah.
You can get a nice, reliable Nissan. Nobody wants the Nissan but you, because to you it's trusty and old. It's got a bit of rust, but it's okay. But guess what happens when you're a Ferrari? Everybody wants to spin. That's life. That's life. And if you're going to be with a top tier male, you're going to have to accept. If you're going to be with one of the best men on the planet, the most desirable men on the planet, who fixes all of your problems, who's hyper competent, who can get all of the things that you need done, who excites you, who's interesting, who's spontaneous, who takes you nice places, you're never bored to spend time with him, you're never bored in bed with him, he never lets you down, you're going to have to accept that this man is going to eventually, over a long enough time period, occasionally do some extracurricular activity, and you're just gonna have to accept it and get over it and ignore it, because that's what happens when you have a top tier male.
Okay, here.